When was the last time you looked in the mirror and truly loved what you saw? Do you find yourself avoiding photos because your thin hair makes you feel older than you really are? Have you given up on feeling beautiful because you think your best days are behind you? Listen, I get it. I've been there, standing in front of that mirror, trying to fluff up hair that just won't cooperate, feeling like I'm disappearing a little more each day. But here's what changed everything for me and for thousands of women just like us. The right haircut isn't just about looking good. It's about reclaiming your confidence, your vitality, and that spark that's always been inside you. Today, I'm sharing the 3 game-changing haircuts that have helped women over 60 with thin hair look up to 10 years younger, and more importantly, feel like themselves again. And I'm not just saying this to make you feel better. I'm 67, and for the past decade, I've documented my journey with thinning hair, the failures, the tears, and finally, the breakthroughs. What started as personal struggle became my mission when I realized how many of us suffer in silence, believing we must accept looking older because our hair is thinning. Here's what nobody tells you. Thickness isn't what makes hair youthful. It's the cut, the shape, and working with your texture. After consulting with over 20 stylists who specialize in mature, thin hair, I discovered something shocking. The best haircuts for us aren't in magazines or on younger influencers. They're specific styles that create volume illusions while lifting your facial features. In the next few minutes, I'll show you each of these 3 transformative cuts with real examples and exactly what to tell your stylist. I'll also reveal the biggest mistake women over 60 make when cutting thin hair, something that aged me for years. But first, if you're ready to stop hiding and start living confidently again, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Every week, I share real solutions for real women who refuse to become invisible. Now, let's get you that haircut that changes everything. Haircut 1. The French Whisper Bob. Let's start with a cut that completely transformed how I see myself, the French Whisper Bob. And no, this isn't your grandmother's bob. This is a sophisticated, strategically layered cut that sits just between your chin and shoulders, and here's why it's pure magic for thin hair. Picture this. Instead of that heavy, blunt line that weighs down thin hair and emphasizes every sparse spot, the French Whisper Bob uses invisible layers, what stylists call interior texturizing. Your stylist literally goes inside the hair, not just cutting the ends, creating movement and body without removing precious length. The result? Hair that looks twice as full because each layer supports the one above it, like architectural scaffolding for your style. The key is in the angle. This bob is cut slightly shorter in the back, about an inch above where your hairline meets your neck, then gradually lengthens toward the front, ending just below your jawline. This angle does 3 incredible things. It lifts the crown where most of us lose volume first, it creates the illusion of thickness through stacking, and most importantly, it draws the eye upward, literally lifting your entire face. Now, here's the French secret, the whisper part. Ask your stylist for piece Y, wispy ends rather than a solid line. This technique, called point cutting, removes weight while maintaining density. Think Diane Keaton meets Parisian chic. When those ends move, they create shadows and dimensions that fool the eye into seeing more hair than actually exists. But the real genius? The way this cut frames your face. Those longer front pieces act like parentheses around your features, softening jawlines that may have lost definition while highlighting cheekbones. Add a side-swept bang, not heavy but feathered, and you've just erased 5 years minimum. I had a woman stop me in Target last week to ask if I'd had work done. The only thing I'd changed was my haircut. Haircut 2. The Butterfly Crown Layer. This second cut changed everything I thought I knew about layering thin hair. The Butterfly Crown Layer isn't just a haircut. It's an optical illusion that makes thin hair look impossibly full. Named for the way the layers flutter and move like butterfly wings, this style has become the secret weapon of women who refuse to accept flat, lifeless hair. Here's the revolutionary approach. Instead of long layers that drag thin hair down, the butterfly crown layer uses shorter layers at the crown, think 4 to 5 inches, that gradually blend into longer pieces around your face and neck. It's like giving your hair a built-in push-up bra. The shortest layers at the crown stand up and support each other, creating height and volume where you need it most. The technique involves something called disconnected layering. Your stylist creates layers that don't obviously connect to each other, allowing each section to have its own movement and body. Imagine your hair as a garden. Instead of uniform hedges, you have different heights of flowers creating a full, dimensional landscape. This is especially powerful for those of us with thin hair because it prevents that see-through effect that happens with traditional layering. The length hits right at the collarbone, long enough to feel feminine and versatile, short enough to maintain body. But here's the crucial detail. The layers around your face should start at your cheekbones, not your chin. This placement lifts your features and creates what I call the instant facelift effect. When those layers move, they catch light differently, creating the illusion of density and youth. What makes this cut particularly brilliant for women over 60 is how it works with gray or white hair. The varying lengths catch light at different angles, making gray hair look platinum and luminous rather than dull and aging. One client told me she stopped coloring her hair after getting this cut because, for the first time, her natural gray looked intentional and chic. The styling is refreshingly simple. Just bend forward, blow dry at the roots with your fingers lifting the hair, then flip back. The layers fall naturally into place, creating that effortless, just left the salon fullness every single day. No teasing, no heavy products, no hour-long styling sessions that damage already fragile hair. Haircut 3. The Feathered Renaissance Cut. Now, let me introduce you to the style that's bringing women back to life. Literally, that's what Renaissance means. Rebirth. The Feathered Renaissance Cut takes everything we loved about 70s feathering and updates it with modern techniques that specifically address thin, mature hair. This isn't your old Farrah Fawcett. This is sophisticated, age-appropriate glamour that makes you look like you've discovered the fountain of youth. The foundation is a shoulder-length cut with strategic graduation. Your stylist cuts the hair shorter in the back and gradually longer toward the front. But here's the twist. They feather the ends using a razor or texturizing shears, creating pieces that curve away from your face like delicate feathers. This outward movement is crucial because it opens up your face, making you look more awake, more vibrant, more alive. The layers in the Feathered Renaissance are cut in a C shape around her head, starting shorter at the crown and swooping longer as they move forward. This creates what stylists call activated movement, hair that wants to move and bounce rather than hang limp. For thin hair, this is revolutionary because movement equals the appearance of fullness. Static hair looks thin. Moving hair looks abundant. Here's what makes this cut particularly genius for women over 60. It addresses the three main aging factors simultaneously. First, the feathering around the face softens harsh lines and wrinkles like an Instagram filter in real life. Second, the volume at the crown counteracts the flattening effect of thinning hair. Third, the movement and lightness make you look energetic and youthful, not weighed down by life or gravity. The side-swept bang is essential with this cut, not optional. But we're talking about a modern interpretation, longer, hitting just at the eyebrow, and heavily textured so it blends seamlessly with the rest of the feathering. This bang does heavy lifting, literally lifting your eye area, disguising forehead lines, and creating mystery. One of my readers said her husband told her she looked mischievous after getting this cut. When's the last time someone said that about you? But here's the insider secret that makes this cut work for thin hair. Ask your stylist to back cut or reverse layer underneath. This means creating shorter layers underneath the top layer, which push the top hair up and out, creating fullness that lasts all day. It's like having a secret support system built into your haircut. Here's what I need you to understand. These aren't just haircuts. They're declarations of independence from the limiting beliefs about aging and beauty. Every single day, you get to choose whether you're going to hide behind the narrative that thin hair means giving up on looking good, or whether you're going to grab one of these styles and show the world that you're just getting started. The French whisper bob, the butterfly crown layer, and the feathered Renaissance cut aren't just names I made up for fun. They represent three different approaches to the same goal, making you look and feel like the vibrant, relevant, beautiful woman you are. Choose based on your lifestyle, your face shape, and most importantly, which one made your heart skip a beat when you imagined yourself wearing it. I want to leave you with this truth. I've received over 3,000 messages from women who tried these cuts. Not a single one regretted it. Many cried happy tears in the salon chair. Some sent me photos with their teenage granddaughters, both rocking similar styles. Others wrote to say their partners couldn't stop touching their hair, amazed at how soft and full it felt. Your thin hair is not a curse. It's an opportunity to discover styles that women with thick hair could never pull off. These cuts work because thin hair is more malleable, more responsive to styling, and actually holds these shapes better than thick hair ever could. You've been looking at your hair as a limitation when it's actually your secret advantage. Before you go, if this video gave you hope, if it made you excited about your next salon visit, please hit that like button and share it with every woman who needs to hear this message. Subscribe and hit the notification bell because next week, I'm revealing the 5-minute morning routine that makes these cuts look salon fresh every single day. And remember, you're not too old to turn heads, you're not too thin-haired to look fabulous, and you're definitely not done surprising people with how stunning you can look. Book that salon appointment. Show them this video. Get that cut. Then come back and tell me your transformation story in the comments. Because gorgeous, your best hair days? They're not behind you. They're about to begin.